So hello all and welcome to session 25 of Direct Tax to 4th semester BCom of Mangalore University. Now in this particular session, we are going to learn certain business expenses which are expressly disallowed, which are not allowed as deduction. In the previous session, we have learned the list of expenses which are allowed. Some were deductible at 100%. Some were deductible at a weighted deduction of 150%. Now, which are the list of expenses which are expressly disallowed as deduction under section 40? So let's look at such disallowed expenses. So payments expressly disallowed under section 40. So following expenses are not allowed as deduction while computing business or profession income of an individual. Which are those? Payments made outside India in the form of interest, royalty, fees and salaries, etc., without deducting TDS, without deducting tax at source. Now this is in Indian income, and the payment is made outside India in the form of interest, in the form of royalty, in the form of fees, in the form of salaries. But the business is not deducting TDS before making such payment. So since TDS is not deducted, such expenses cannot be claimed as deduction. Payment made to resident in India on which tax is required to be deducted, but the SSE has paid the same without deducting TDS. Suppose I am supposed to receive an income after deducting TDS, say from my employer or from any other, organization. They are supposed to deduct TDS and make payment to me. But suppose if they are making the payment, entire amount is paid to me without deducting TDS, then such a business cannot claim that as a deduction. So where TDS is supposed to be deducted, whether the payment is made outside India or whether the payment is made in India, if TDS is not deducted, even though it's a business expense, it cannot be claimed as deduction. Excessive payment made to relatives, spouse, wife, brother or sister, etc. It is basically a business dealing, but in that business deal, the businessman in the business is paying excessive amount. And if the assessing officer objects to that excessive amount paid, then such excessive payment cannot be claimed as deduction. Very, very important point. Cash payment in excess of rupees 10,000. We see Indian economy is moving towards a less cash economy. Means the government wants majority or almost all the dealings through banking system. When that is the case, cash dealing is to some extent a big no as far as business is concerned. So if the business is making a cash payment of rupees 10,000 to an individual in a single day, or payment is made to an individual at different points of time in a single day, and if the amount exceeds rupees 10,000, then such payment which is exceeding 10,000 rupees cannot be claimed as deduction at all. Now, in case of plying, hiring or leasing of goods carriage, this amount is up to, cash payment is allowed up to rupees 35,000. But as far as other businesses are concerned, cash payment in excess of 10,000 rupees cannot be claimed as deduction. But if cash payment is made in rural area where there are no banking facility, or if the payment is made to an agriculturist, a cultivator, a person who is into dairy or poultry farming, say for fish products, horticulture or cottage industry, which run without the aid of power, then such payment will be allowed. So payment beyond 10,000 rupees in cash will be allowed if the payment is made in rural area where there is no banking facility, the payment is made to an agriculturist, payment is made to someone who is involved in dairy or poultry farming, fish products, horticulture or a cottage industry without the aid of power, payment made beyond 10,000 rupees in cash will be allowed. But other than this, a single payment of 10,000 rupees in a day or multiple payments to one person exceeding rupees 10,000 in a day is disallowed expenditure, even though it may relate to business expense. Next is provision for gratuity to employees on retirement will not be allowed. So a lump sum amount paid towards gratuity or for the employees on retirement is not allowed. But each year, when a contribution is made to towards gratuity fund, that is allowed. So provision for gratuity is due during the current previous year or contribution towards an approved gratuity fund will be allowed. So each year the business may contribute towards a gratuity fund that can be claimed as deduction. But provision for gratuity to employees, payment in lump sum, payment made on retirement, that will not be allowed as a deduction. Then sum paid as an employer as contribution to any unapproved fund is not allowed. Approved gratuity fund contribution is allowed. But if it's an unapproved fund, then such payment is disallowed. Drawings of the proprietor. Businessman is withdrawing money. Personal expenses of the proprietor. Like for example, interest on capital. Capital is contributed by the owner of the business and he himself is giving interest to himself. So that is disallowed. Capital expenditure. Any provision or transfer to reserves except as per the provisions of the Act, those will be disallowed. So drawings of the proprietor, interest on capital, personal expenses of the proprietor or any capital expenditure are disallowed. But if there is any provision or transfer to reserves as per the law, then such provisions or such transfers are allowed. Other than this, personal expenses of the proprietor are disallowed. Amount paid as charity or presents. So donation given by a business, that is not a business expense, but the business can claim deduction under section 80G separately. Past losses charged to the current year profit and loss accounts are disallowed. Non-business expenses cannot be claimed as deduction. Fines and penalties for breach of law disallowed. Life insurance premium. This is paid on the life of a proprietor and not on the business. So that is a personal expense of the proprietor. So that cannot be claimed as deduction. Gift made on the occasion of marriage or personal occasions cannot be claimed as deduction. So if there is any gift allowed or given at the time of marriage or on personal occasion, that is a disallowed expenditure. So gift made on the occasion of marriage is disallowed. Then we have donations or presents, if not exclusively for the purpose of business. So I just mentioned donations given to an approved institution, to any organization. Business can claim deduction under section 80G, but it cannot be claimed as a business expense. Gratuity paid to the employee as a special case cannot be claimed as deduction. Then we have legal expenses incurred for defending a criminal liability. Criminal liability is outside the purview of a business. So any legal expenses incurred for defending a criminal liability is a disallowed expenditure. Then loss due to embezzlement, that is misappropriation or theft after office hours. If it is during office hours, it is an allowed business loss. But if it is after office hours, it is disallowed. Penalty and damages for infringement of law. If any law is not followed, fines and penalties paid by business is disallowed. Litigation expenses incurred for curing any defect in the title of business or completing that title. So it is a mistake of the business here. So if there is any legal expenses incurred for correcting the defect in the title of the business or completing the title, then that's a disallowed expenses. But to defend the title of the assets, the business, such payments are allowed. Then contribution for erecting a statue of its founder director is a disallowed expense. Penalty paid for illegal import of goods, that is also disallowed. Consultation fees paid for the preparation of report relating to diversification of new venture, that is more so capital in nature, so that is disallowed. Wealth tax, income tax, securities transaction tax, and other taxes on income, these are disallowed. But GST paid is a regular business income. Customs duty paid, excise duty paid, all these are regular business income. Municipal taxes paid on the property which is used in the business. So such payments are allowed as business expense. But wealth tax, income tax, securities transaction tax, and other taxes on income are disallowed. So these are the list of expenses which are expressly disallowed as business expense under section 40. So that's all in this session. Thank you.